Hi guys, so this is CSA number 4, share number 4. Got Apollo already dipping into the beet greens. Yeah, he likes the beet greens, crazy cat. So this one doesn't look as big and green as that last one did, but it's still plentiful. No more lettuce, still a lot of kale. I actually took 2 out of the 4 different kind of kale. I took the purple Russian and then the frilly kale. Those have become my favorites that I like cooking in a skillet with olive oil, salt, pepper, and garlic. And then I add the nutritional yeast to it. And the collards. So I'm actually really enjoying the collards. That's how I make look at that big hole. It's like Swiss cheese. That's how I make the collards as well, in a skillet, cast iron skillet with salt, pepper, olive oil, garlic, and nutritional yeast. And I actually like mixing an egg in there or frying an egg and putting it on top. So I've been really enjoying those greens like that, but no salad greens this time. I actually do still have some arugula in my garden that's growing, and I think, especially with this frilly kale, maybe the purple, but definitely the frilly, I think you can make a raw kale salad. I've seen on like the cooking channels, like they massage the olive oil in it and a little lemon juice, and it softens it enough to make it a raw salad. So I'm gonna have to look into that. Maybe I'll do that for my raw salads. Got some broccoli, little baby broccoli heads with the leaves, and I don't cut the leaves off. I cook the leaves up with the broccoli and eat them. They're not as tender as spinach. They're more like a kale, or yeah, definitely more like a kale, or a mixture between the kale and a collard. They're not as soft, but they're still tasty. I got some radishes. Got another one of the I think they called it 8-ball zucchini or 8-ball squash. So slice that up, throw that on the grill. And then these were interesting. These look like mammoth Brussels sprouts. But she said no, they're actually like mini cabbage. So I'm going to play with that. Not sure how. She said, I guess you could do it the same way as a Brussels sprout. Just, halve it or quarter it, because these are big. And just roast them with some seasoning. Olive oil, salt, pepper, and garlic. Can't go wrong with that. And then we have scallions. These scallions are leeks. No, these are leeks. Leeks, got leeks. Which I tend to use just like onions and scallions. Cooking them, though, not so much raw. But I know they say you get a lot of dirt in them, so you should really wash them out after you slice them. And I think one year we got so much leeks that I just froze them and eventually, cooked them up like onions in whatever dish I was doing. So I've done that. And then Then we got the beets, which Paula loves the beet greens. Yeah, one big one and then little ones. I do like roasted beets. I do like the blood red ones, and they haven't come up yet in the CSA. These, when you cut them, they're like the candy cane, so they have the white and red stripes. I don't think I've really had those cooked. I do enjoy them cooked. Sometimes I'll peel them and then matchstick them, so I cut them really thin like matchsticks and then eat them raw in a salad, or cook them and slice them up like that and put that in the salad too. But with the beets, I tend to juice them a lot. So I do carrot, apple, and beet juice with ginger and lemon. So that's my favorite. That's what I've been doing quite a bit. I haven't cooked a beet in a couple years. And then the tomatoes are out. So they were giving out the green tomatoes, because down here in the South, everyone loves their fried green tomatoes. First year I tried them, which I believe I did a post on them. Italian seasoning in the breadcrumbs. I did put some Parmesan cheese. Tasted like fried eggplant to me. So it's actually really good. Next time I'll throw some mozzarella on it. And basil. And then look at these. I mean, we're June and they already got some big tomatoes, and I don't have any out in my garden. These are going to be delicious, whether in a salad, on a sandwich, making bruschetta. Actually, it's pronounced bruschetta. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting that. Bruschetta, salsa, sauce. so many things you could do with these tomatoes, but they look good. I hope the rest of the year they keep coming in plenty. Then I got a nice bundle of beans. So you got the wax beans, purple beans, and green beans. So that's going to be nice and tasty. The herb is, actually they called it coriander. So coriander is cilantro. Let me move back. Coriander is cilantro that gets bolted in the heat. So sometimes you'll get the seeds on top, but this is coriander, which I believe the flavor of cilantro is a little more intensified in coriander. But they're very, yeah, they have very, they smell the same, and I guess they taste the same. But I think coriander is just stronger because it's bolting, because of the heat. And then we got some more tomatoes. So these were new last year. These were I think the sweet atomic tomatoes they call them. So when you bite into them, they're actually sweet. Very interesting and tasty. Then I got cherry tomatoes, so excited about that. The zucchini blossoms are in. Last year I egged them and breaded them and fried them. Delicious. This time I'm going to try to stuff some cheese into them and egg them, bread them, and fry them. So it's going to be even better. And sprout of the week is clover. Going to throw that on salad. And this time the mushrooms were part of the share. And I got shiitake. So really, really tasty. I'm so glad they started incorporating mushrooms in their share. Sorry, it's not clear there. But shiitake mushroom is supposed to be very, very nutritious. A lot of health benefits. Mushrooms are the new thing. So that's it for CSA number 4. I'll try to come up with something that I'm going to do with this so that I can post. And I will see you in the next video. Bye. Hey guys, so tonight's dinner is going to be Matambrito a la pizza. And it was a recipe that I saw on the Food Network one day from one of the chefs. It looked so easy, so good, and it is. So it's a flank steak, and I'm gonna put salt and pepper on both sides. And they did grill it, but I'm gonna pan cook it inside. So I'm gonna sear it in my skillet, both sides, and then when it's brown on both sides, you add the stuff of pizza. So tomatoes, oregano, mozzarella, provolone. So, and then you let that all melt. So you'll see how that looks. I'm going to salt and pepper this and then sear it. So I put salt and pepper on the steak, the flank steak, and I actually added Costco garlic powder. It's not part of the recipe, but I wanted a little garlic flavor to it, not too much. Waiting for the pan to get nice and hot to sear. And then I had some ciabatta rolls from Costco that were in the refrigerator. So we're just going to make garlic bread to accompany the pizza steak. I also had some zucchini blossoms from the CSA. I tried putting ricotta cheese in them. They weren't very easy to open, and I only got a little bit amount of cheese in them. To see how that comes out. Then I just egged them and breaded them and fried them just like a chicken cutlet. I've done that in another video before without the cheese. I hope this actually comes out good. It would be nice to get mozzarella and ricotta cheese inside, but they are not easy because they're not very big. But I'll continue to play with those. Hopefully they came out good. Here is that big tomato I got from the CSA. I haven't even tried it. And as soon as you cut into it, you can tell that it was homegrown. It smells so divine. So I tried cutting them thinner. So they're about like 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch. And then they're going to go on the steak and make a sauce from the heat. Okay. So they're going to go on top of the steak. And then from the heat of the steak, they're going to pretty much melt into a sauce. And we're going to add oregano and top it with the cheese. I have some butter melting for my garlic oil. Not garlic oil, garlic bread. I like to dab it on. And these were good. These were really good. I'll show you. See? Got a little cheese in them, not much. Delicious. Literally, I just tried putting some ricotta cheese in them, and then I dipped them in a beaten egg, and then breaded them, Italian seasonings in the breadcrumbs, a little bit of salt, fried them. Oh my God, I want to grow zucchini just to have the blossoms now. I want blossoms all the time. I'm going to take as many as I can. Delicious. Why didn't I do these before? There's one left. I wonder who's going to get it. Okay, so that's brown. I turned off the stove, and now we're going to put provolone right on top. Ooh, hard to do this through the camera. Provolone. And then I did chop up some fresh oregano and some fresh basil from my garden. I almost said garlic because I was thinking of it. Now we're going to put tomato on top. Oops. Gonna have to cut this one. It smells so good. Tomato. Oops, sorry. Picture. Okay. Then we're gonna put, it's like a layering process. Fresh oregano.
Look at it. Look at it. Look at it.
That's Matthew staring at the pizza.
Gee, I'm just helping.
Okay, so there's oregano. Okay. I might need 2 hands for this, but now I'm going to put the mozzarella. Oh, here, Matt. You do the mozzarella. There you go. Finish that bag. Oh, my goodness. The hardest part is going to be slicing the steak without, like, pulling all the cheese off. I guess you're going to need, like, a really good knife.
You're right.
We didn't need another bag, did we?
I don't think so.
No,
I've
that's
never made
good.
it before.
And then, yeah, I only made this once a couple years ago. The boys weren't into steak back then, so they didn't eat it. But now they'll eat it. And then there's the basil. So now I have my oven preheated to 405 because it shuts off at 400. And I'm going to just stick this in the oven to get the cheese all nice and melted. My garlic bread's going to come out. I'm going to butter it, and I got to look for a vegetable. But then that's dinner.
But there's tomato there.
No, that's not enough. And there it is. Look how beautiful. Matambrito a la pizza. Gotta slice it. But I did steam some broccoli in the microwave. And I got my garlic bread all buttered. I did gluten-free bagels for me. Garlic powder, butter melted, and then Italian seasoning. So that is dinner tonight. See you in the next one.